Porsha and friends, they got that vibe. Electric smiles keep the whole crew alive. Harmonies waving like stars in the sky.
Welcome to Porsha and Friends. I have my good friend Kenneth with us today. Today we're going to be discussing the scamster Dr. Umar and and his latest scam. So let's get into the first video and tell me if this video is playing or not.
Okay.
Okay, so tell me if this video is going to play.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Umar Johnson just got exposed big time for lying to everybody, as well as multiple scams that have resurfaced. So in our last video, we discussed how Umar Johnson is losing his school building that he received $1.6 million for in donations from his fans to build a school for black boys. He's losing a school and he's losing a building because he owes about $72,000 in unpaid fees to the city of Wilmington, Delaware. Now, a lot of people is asking, if you raise $1.6 million in donations, bought a school for $400,000, where did the other $1.2 million go, and why exactly are the fees not being paid? Umar Johnson knew beforehand that everybody was going to have these questions if the news go public that he's losing a school. So Umar Johnson went live a week before the news went public and told everybody that his bank accounts were frozen. So when the news went public that he's losing a school, Umar Johnson said the white man is conspiring against him. They froze his accounts at the same time they were requiring him to pay these fees, and his bank accounts were frozen. That's why he couldn't pay the fees, so hence he's losing the school. Well, Umar Johnson made a very big mistake, okay? See, he went live asking for his 1 million plus followers on Instagram to boycott the city of Wilmington, Delaware, kind of forcing their hands to expose him. Umar Johnson told his audience that Wilmington, Delaware, they ignored all of his attempts to pay this. They ignored all his correspondence, his emails, his calls. They completely.
And I can definitely say that is a lie.
Well, why can you say it's a lie?
Because he's gonna expose it.
Okay. Well, okay. Let me hear it.
Cut him out while at the same time simultaneously trying to sell his school behind his back.
I want y'all to get ready for a protest. I want all FDMG donors and supporters to get ready for a protest. We may have to march on City Hall, brothers and sisters. We may have to march on City Hall because of the racism. I'm going to call it what it is, racism. Discriminatory treatment. Why did we get no notification that y'all were going to sell our schools? Why did you not respond to any of our emails to retroactively apply our vacant property registration fee waiver? I knew they didn't want Dr. Umar in Wilmington. I didn't know it was this bad. I knew that the power structure, I'm not talking about the brothers and sisters in the community. They love us. Shout out to our Wilmington, Delaware family. Shout out to our Wilmington, Delaware family. They love Dr. Umar and FDMG. I'm talking about the power structure of Wilmington, Delaware. We knew they didn't want us in that city, but we didn't know they would go this far as to ignore us for 4 months and try to sell the school behind our backs. I didn't know they would go this far as to ignore us for 4 months and try to sell the school behind our backs. I didn't know they would go this far to ignore us for 4 months and try to sell our schools that we've been working on for 6.5 years behind our backs. So brothers and sisters, this is what we're going to do. We're going to fight like hell to get our money from the bank. We're going to pay off this vacant property registration fee waiver. And we might still have a protest at City Hall because this is wrong, brothers and sisters. I have emailed the mayor. I have gotten no response. I have emailed the chief of staff. I have gotten no response. I have emailed the city council president. I have gotten no response. So brothers and sisters, I'm going to meet with my team.
So obviously there's an entire economy on YouTube now that's committed and dedicated to exposing Umar Johnson. So they contacted the city of Wilmington. Now, apparently, they was bombarded with a lot of emails. So they just started to respond back to people. Hopefully the message could get out to where they can stop getting the hate. They responded back to one YouTuber in particular, and they told his YouTuber, hey, listen, bro, Umar Johnson is capping. Don't believe what he's saying. We did not try to sell this man's school behind his back. As a matter of fact, we're doing everything in our power to make sure this school is not sold and Umar Johnson just pay us what he owes the city. We don't want the school to be taken away. We want him to just pay the fees. And apparently it's Umar Johnson that's doing the ignoring.
I reached out to the city of Wilmington, Delaware, and I had correspondence with with Daniel T. Walker, who is one of the managers and deals with communications and whatnot. I received an email back from him about an hour ago. And pardon me if I look away from the screen because I'm actually looking at a different monitor, but I want to read this to you. Unfortunately, the statements made by Dr. Umar are simply untrue and inaccurate. City of Wilmington has issued numerous communications concerning the two properties, and the communication from the property owner has been infrequent and scarce. Our goal is to simply ensure that properties come into compliance with existing regulations. This is true of our approach to every property in Wilmington and ensures our buildings are safe and constructed adequately. We have a process to follow. The motion notice he received is another step that we.
Well, I was gonna say if you could that's why I raised my hand, because I was like, if you can move the what do you call the play button from the screen. I was trying to read the letter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, we've had this discussion
He's
offline.
he's a scammer. He's
No, see again, I'm not. I'm
from
seeing
day one.
no. This is why I don't like having these conversations or debates. I'm not disagreeing with you saying you're already fixed in what you believe and stuff like that, and that's fine.
He's been a proven scammer.
No, I'm not saying that he isn't scamming. I feel like sometimes people just want to say you're a scammer and there's no clarity.
Well, first of all, has he significantly made efforts at building?
Well, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna know that. I'm gonna say he's made efforts. The only thing which I don't like is that so he raised over $1 million, like what, $1.5 million?
And no, he's raised at least $4 million.
Well, I thought he said $1.5 million.
Well, they're giving like minimal estimates, but he's raised more than that in donation.
Okay, well, see again, if that's the case,
Over 11 years?
where I will
Yeah,
say I agree with you. I agree with you in terms of the scamming is where, all right, Dr. Umar, if you raise now in the dude's video, because that's the guy from No Jumper, he said like $1.4 million. If you raise $1.4 million and all you owe is $72,000, then why can't you pay it?
I know, but
And if you raise $4 million, like you said, now if that's basically $4 million over the course of all these years, I'm like, come on, Dr. Umar. I'm like, come on.
and I think he's like other these other Philly hood dudes who run into some money, you know,
Run into what?
who run into some money like by running these scams or other things like that.
Mm-hmm.
He found his lane in doing the scam, and he's like, oh, I got to make more and more money. But he's like, oh, I've got to give some output. So he bought those schools for which were like on the vacant registry list. He paid 400,000 for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened to the $1.2 million which he raised? It's like, in order to keep continuing the scam, he had to show something. He was doing something, but
See, no, I hear you. I hear you. I guess for me, I'm not always quick to call someone a scammer because because sometimes I always like put myself in like a person's shoes where I'm just like, I couldn't keep up the scam. I know I couldn't. I couldn't keep up the scam. I get what you're saying where he's got to keep on doing, like you said, show and improving. Well, let me show them that I got the school so they'll shut up and stuff. I get what you're saying there. Like I said, I believed in the vision. I believed in the vision of him wanting to start a school for black boys.
Well, it gets worse from here. You guys
Yeah.
see the next video. It gets worse.
This is a new video or the same person?
A new video.
Okay. Well, you're really committed to this, I see.
I am exposing the scammer. Let's see.
Let's talk about it. Today we have a video clip from the YouTube page, The Saint. I will leave the link in the description, where he actually interviews a local Wilmington, Delaware resident who helped Umar Johnson actually find the FDMG Academy. With that being said, let's get into the clip.
Thank you for allowing me to get on, because I live here.
You live in Wilmington, Delaware.
Matter of fact, I'm the one who introduced the schools. Do you hear an echo?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm the one who introduced Dr. Umar Johnson to the schools and the maker of the schools.
Okay.
So,
wow. So you have a lot of good information then.
Yeah, I was trying to see, because when I first seen what you were heard what you were trying to do, I thought it was a good idea.
Just going to pause right there to give some context. The gentleman on the left, I believe he made an offer to Umar Johnson to pay the $40,000 in the vacant property fees that he has. I believe he's involved in real estate and he buys like distressed properties. So he made an offer to Umar Johnson. I don't think he accepted it. Just so we're aware of what's going on.
No, Umar Johnson did not accept that, but as of today, he has cleared the liens on the school.
Oh, okay. So he paid the monies.
I mean, he made a payment plan. He didn't pay all the money.
Okay, well, I guess, to get them off your back, I guess, yeah, to get them off your back, you gotta agree.
But he's been very neglect on doing anything to to do anything into clearing up these debts on the school. He hasn't been putting any effort into it, and he probably hasn't put any effort into it because he's not going to really open the school. He just wants to have the school there so he can raise more donations.
I mean, but that's crazy because, again, see, I'm not gonna act like I know how opening a school works. But even
when you one thing, he's from North Philly. That should be all that's.
Come on, that's not right. That's not right. Just because he's from North Philly, stop it.
I mean,
come on, you. I mean, no, that part you can't. What I'm getting at is that I get, okay, you open a school, and when you open a school, and especially because the government's a part of it, schools get money from the government and stuff like that. So my thing is like, okay, you raised money to open a school initially, and then I would think going forward you would be getting funds from the Department of Education or whatever, or the state of Delaware to depending on how many students you have, they allocate certain monies per student.
But here's another thing: if you were not a scammer, why would you do it all on your own? Because in order to raise,
you're right.
A school, you need people.
Well, see, that's the thing. I guess I don't like it. To your point, I don't like that. Okay, Dr. Umar, I'm not saying you can't. You can't be the initial.
You cannot be. You cannot have.
No. What I'm saying is that I'm not saying you can't be the initial fundraiser of the school, but you need to have a staff in place. Like okay, are you the principal of the school? Who's the
principal? He's the chief head officer. He does all the roles in the school.
Well, you can't do all the roles. So you're teaching all the classes and all that other stuff?
I mean, I don't know, but
yeah. So I mean, yes, I do agree there. I mean, what are you scared that you let anybody have access?
He's afraid that if anyone looks at the books,
they're
going to see the
misappropriations of the money.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well, see again. Well, that's with any business. But okay, let's just use it like
legitimate businesses have.
no. I said that's with any business. Looking at the books, that's with any business. And I'll just say like, let's say like with a non-for-profit, you have to be on point as a non-for-profit. You are taking money or getting donations, or let's say you get grant money. You have to, you can't misappropriate that money. You have to account for all that money that you get. Even if you're paying yourself, you have to show where your salary is.
Yeah, but he's not doing the detailed paperwork. He's not.
Yeah, I mean, see, again, I have no dog in this fight. Again, yes, if you ask me,
over the video.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what your vision was so I can contact some people here, because here's the problem. You're going to need Delaware behind you. And that, to me, is one of the biggest problems that he had. He would have events, and the only people that would come from Delaware would be the people that I bring there to his event. So when I heard him say that the community was not involved, I'm like, how is the community? Let me try to turn one side on. Excuse me, more quiet. That's still probably not light up enough. But how is he going to say the community did not assist him when he's not involved in the community?
Yes.
You have to involve yourself. It's a lot of people. See, Wilmington is small. And the people
yeah. I mean, hell, Delaware is small.
Yeah, it's small. But where we live at is really small. And the people here are like family net.
Okay.
So I told him from the beginning, you have to involve the people here in Wilmington, you know what I mean, to make this all come to fruition.
Let's pause it right there. See, she's operating under the wrong premise. She's operating under the premise that Umar Johnson actually wanted to really open a school for Black boys. See, that's not the case at all. See, I've been following Umar for quite some time, and what a lot of people don't understand that this was a money grab from the very beginning. This was a scam. This school was never going to open and never was going to see the light of day. So when you're operating under this false premise that Umar Johnson really wanted to open a school for Black boys, you're going to be confused because everything he's done up to this point has made no sense. No one in their right mind is going to think that they're going to open up a school by themselves. They're going to be the principal. They're going to be the general contractor. They're going to be the spokesperson. Again, they're going to be the only person on the board of directors. It just doesn't make sense. And a lot of people confuse that. They think that Umar Johnson actually wanted to open the school when, in fact, this was a scam. And Umar Johnson has a history of scamming throughout his career.
I mean, I agree with what he said there. He said it very eloquently.
Because you're in the take down Umar camp. It's not even saying, like I said, I have no dog. I mean, what did I say? No fight in this. I mean, I don't. I mean, I never gave. All I can say is that I believed in the vision. Somebody could give me their vision for something that they want to do, and if it sounds solid, I believe it. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. Even what dude just said right here. Yes, Dr. Umar, yes, you're going to have a staff. Depending on what type of business you're starting, sometimes some businesses are run solo. But, a lot of businesses, you're going to have a staff, especially a school.
Yeah.
So again, I'm not, disagreeing. I don't want to say, again, see, this is just me. I will say, initially, I don't want to say it was a scam from the get-go.
I disagree.
I just don't.
Yeah, from the get-go.
Yeah. We'll see again. A lot of people.
He's good at convincing people about his vision. He's great.
Well, then they're the suckers who gave the money. Then.
I mean, and you would have gave the money if you had the means to give the money, right?
If I had the means, I mean, I would have gave what he wasn't asking people to give what he was basically almost like give what you can. So even if I gave What? And it's been over 10 years, and I gave $100. Shit, I'm charging that to the game. It's like I lost $100. You know, I'm not gonna cry over that. But of course, like I mean, you know, when I've done crowdfunding, I'm just saying, yeah, you want to see something come to fruition, but this didn't come to fruition. I mean, and people saw it. Like I said, I don't want to say 2-3 years. Could the school have been up and running? It probably could have been.
It could have been up and running in 2 to 3 years.
But see,
other people have gotten schools up in 2 to 3 years, and even if he said, I really want to develop a Pan-African curriculum for young boys, he would have done it. It doesn't take a school necessarily to do it. I see people who have started schools from just vans and stuff like that. Where
we'll see. Then it.
We'll stay using regular school.
Yeah, I mean, well, see, to me, they've frozen his account, so I would think there's money in the account. I mean, they're not going to reveal that to the public, how much is in there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, personally,
if he really wanted to do a school, he would have started from, let's say, a minivan, and then it could have grew into a legitimate school.
Well, yeah.
Then
even if he did an online school.
I would have been like, okay, he's at least doing something.
Yeah.
But him not doing that and then really wanting to get money out of black women, that's really disgusting.
Yeah, I mean,
Now watch the next video.
Okay, so this is another one.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it today.
Yeah, this one. So now we're gonna see Umar Johnson's biggest scam ever, which this is in the last week. We're gonna see his biggest scam yet.
New program coming out for the ladies is called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice in the state of Wilmington, Delaware. Lunch, ladies, you got to donate $500 to the FDMG Academy, and I will take you to lunch, private lunch, any restaurant you want in the state of Delaware. You don't pay for the lunch, I pay for the lunch. Any restaurant in the state of Delaware. Oh, yes. Brothers, don't hate. We got to stop hating. Brothers, we got to stop hating. Don't hate my ninja, because if I ask you...
What?
No, I said you stop leaving the pause button on the screen because it shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wife, if she want that luncheon, if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your baby mom, do she want that luncheon with the doctor, we know what she gonna say, ninja. Test my intellectual gangster. If I roll up on your girlfriend, your live-in prisoner, you call a girlfriend. If I roll up on your live-in prisoner, your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend, who ain't there because she want to be, she there because she got to be. I roll up on your romantic prisoner, my brother. I think we all know the answer to that. Me and you are not the same. I keep telling you that. Me and you, we not the same. You not 6'3", dark chestnut cocoa brown with the North Philly beard. You ain't Leo King, ninja. You ain't Pan-Africanist #1. Nobody flying you to every continent to hear what you got to say. Only me. Don't make me take my t-shirt off and turn into King Kong right now. Don't make me beat my chest. Don't make me beat my chest. King Kong. Stop playing.
Yo, it's Big Ed, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV.
Oh, that was his video, which he had his TikTok video.
Mm-hmm.
And he's scamming women again. $500 to donate to the FDMG Academy.
But did they give it? Okay, I hear what you're saying. That right there clearly looks like a scam.
It is
I mean, no, I'm just saying that right there clearly looks like a scam. Or like, I mean, to go on a lunch date with you, I mean, well, see, to me, I'm not saying you can't
he's
do
not
some.
even that attractive. He's not.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, I'm not even going on to that. My thing is just like, see, Dr. Umar, you already have a bad track record within the black community. Even though you may have your people that support you, I'll say majority black people, you have a bad track record with because the school is never materialized. And for you to go on TikTok and do this, see, this is where it cements you being a scammer with people.
Yeah, it definitely.
Yeah. I can see if this was like, let's say, the beginning, early stages of the school, and people were like, oh, okay, yeah. You know, like how people give a certain amount and stuff like that. But at this point, yes, okay. If you want me to jump on the scam train with you, yes. Dr. Umar
I mean, first of all, you're giving him $500 donation,
mm-hmm.
and then he's going to take you out to a restaurant of your choice, which is like you've already paid for the date.
Well, that donation is supposed to go to the school. It's not supposed to go to him.
I know, but it's not going. It's going in his pocket, so he can take you out. Because,
I don't know.
Because he loves taking women out. He loves.
Yeah, see, to me,
out. He loves getting in their pants. He's not concerned with their boys.
Yeah, he believes too much. He's coming off like a narcissist now.
He is a narcissist.
Yeah, no, well, again, like I said, I've been following for a long time, too. I'm just saying, in the beginning, when I used to see videos and him speak, I was like, okay. I knew how he felt about the LGBT community and stuff like that, so I was like, okay, whatever, that's you, whatever. But a lot of things that he said in regards to, black people, or just, start wanting to start this school for black boys, I was, like I said, so in support of it. I didn't give anything, but I was in support of it. But to me now, it's like you're believing like what's that word they use? Like within himself, coming across as a narcissist. I mean, you're supposed to be focused on these kids if that's your goal.
Well, his goal was never the kids; it was the baby mamas of the kids.
Yeah, but what is that for? What are you going to be, all their daddies?
No, he likes fucking women, and so he could by having a school which he says he's gonna train young boys, or when he's not concerned with any young boys. It's always the baby mamas of the young boys.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just like Dr. Umar. It is you.
I'll
just say, what a fall from grace.
You want to say, I want to fuck the young mothers, boys and young moms, but I don't want to have anything to do with the young moms.
Yeah, but see, that I
young
don't.
Boys.
I mean, okay, let's just say this. Yeah, okay, it's a scam. What he's with that, seeing that right there, it's a scam. I don't want to believe that dude was just trying to sleep with women. I just don't. I'm sorry.
He was trying
from the beginning. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. As he became popular and everybody started, looking at him like this big pillar in the black community and stuff like that. Yeah, he probably believed his own hype.
Women,
money.
I said he found he could get women and money.
Yeah, and that's where I feel like when I say a fall from grace, that's where he messed up. It's like, come on, Doc. Your main goal was to build this school, not trying to get with their mothers and trying to rip people off now.
And he says he wants to model like Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey.
Yeah. No, I know the whole thing. It's just like.
And when he was on Roland show, where he was quote unquote say he was a descendant of Francis.
Oh, he's not. He's not. I remember that interview when he was on Roland Martin's TV One show. Yeah, it's funny. All the panelists on there are the current people that you'll see on Roland's show today, and even like how he was trying to get at them and stuff like that. Because again, everybody wants to know even at that point, where's the school at? Where's the school at? And
he was saying he was a descendant of.
yeah, he's not, because even Frederick Douglass's family came out and said he's not.
Yeah.
So I mean,
he's a liar from day one.
Yeah, I don't know. I
mean,
it's sad. It's sad, but we have a lot of these, if you want to say, type of people in our community, and I'll say all communities. I just don't want to make it like it's just the black community, because I know people like to make it like, oh, this happens in black. No, all communities have we all have our scammers in our community.
Yeah,
you
right.
know, and it's like I said, it's just unfortunate. It is. Because, like I said, I believed in the vision in the beginning. I'm glad I didn't give anything, you know. And again, like I said,
another one.
Huh?
Al Sharpton is another one.
I mean, people say that about Al. I mean, again, I like Al too. I don't want to call him a scammer. I mean, I get some people's, you know, feelings towards him. But see, again, when a lot of shit goes down, let's say even before Ben Crump, calling him as a lawyer, who did everybody get to rally the troops? Al Sharpton. So I'm not gonna say I don't. Yes, these people are not perfect. Like we'll all say that. Yeah, none of us are perfect. Yeah, everybody's got some shit about them. We're all questionable past or even presence about themselves. But yeah, I don't want to say that about. I get some people's feeling towards Al. They, some people just don't like him and all that other stuff. I mean, again, I guess I'm not. I'm not that person to kick a man when he's down. I'm just not. I'm just not.
You're willing to give Umar Johnson the grace.
Well, it's not even saying the grace. At the same time, I don't care, because no school is happening. It's almost like when I see a video of his online, because again, you know how you go on YouTube, you watch one video, and the algorithm, you go down a rabbit hole, you start seeing a whole bunch of. So I'm not saying, and there'll be videos that I'll see, especially if I see him like on, let's say, like, not just because it's a major platform, but when I saw him on The Breakfast Club, he has this thing with, black men dating white women, as he called snow bunnies, which I thought was
I think any man should date who they want to date. If your intentions are to date a white woman, go ahead. I mean, it's no law.
Get that sentiment, but see, again, and I'm not. Yes, to your point, yes. Date who you want to date. Be who you want to be.
Yeah.
With. But at the end of the day, I just don't like some of these, I guess. And again, I never used to feel this way about interracial dating. Now, again, I don't care personally. You can date who you want to be with. But I don't like when some of our, let's just say, prominent black men get with white women. And sometimes
if I found a man who was good to me and he was a white guy, then so be it.
Yeah, but okay, see, now we're getting personal, because I know you, and you told me you like black men.
I mean, I like black. I like black men, but if a white man were to,
Okay, well, see, again, has he come around yet then?
Not yet, but, I mean.
See, I don't, see, again, knowing you, I don't see it.
I mean, I probably would not. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
I probably would not. If they would give me the time of day, they would, we could start out dating first. I don't know. I don't know if I could settle down with a white man, but.
So then, what is it all for then? What is it all for then? I mean, to me,
I don't know.
To me, if you get with one, to me, I would think that's somewhat the end goal, because you don't want it to be like, oh, I'm just a showpiece, or somebody you're just, sleeping.
Yeah, if they treated me like how I want to be treated, like a lady, then I would be like, I would see a white man treating me like that rather than a black man. Because black men are like, oh, it's all a fantasy. You know what I'm saying?
See, I feel like we're jumping off the subject because we're talking about Umar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess that's another subject. I mean, yeah. I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like with Umar, it's a fall from grace for me with him. That's how I look at it. You know, I'm
I
not.
see. And once these major YouTube outlets cover you, then you know you're on the downhill climb.
He is. You know, and again, I've watched him. Now this is, you know, some of he'll be on some of these platforms, and he's not even talking about the school. They're just having like just regular conversation. You know, but then every now and then he'll be on things and people will ask him about it. I mean, even what's his name? You know, you've heard of him because I've mentioned him before. You know, Tariq Nasheed. You know, Tariq Nasheed put him in his documentaries and stuff like that, where I won't say Tariq's taking total credit, but you know, Dr. Umar, you know, let's just say his name got bigger from being in those documentaries. At least let's say outside of Philly and stuff like that. And yeah, and to me, it's like he believes his own hype. I mean, just like I said, with that last video you showed, I'm like, wow, you're very brazen. I'm like,
Yeah.
you need to be focused on paying that damn $72,000 and come on. I mean, but Tariq even said when this all came out about them, you know, closing the school, that he said the school, he even said it for years. He said the school was never happening. And that's sad because Tariq, you know, he raised money for a museum and the museum was you know, you know, up within, let's just say within a year. Now again, that's a museum versus a school, but still within a year. Now again, I get people like to tease his museum because the conceptual art isn't what the final product is, but still, I always give him credit that at least he said I'm doing this and he did it. And that's the thing with Dr. Umar. It's like it's been too many damn years. Like I said, people I think would have been fine if there was 2-3 years that, you know, okay, I get this, you know, the school takes time, but it's been over a decade.
The other thing which I think we need to check black people on is calling people doctors when they're not really doctors.
Well, I thought that was what do you call it? They showed that he does have a doctorate.
He doesn't have a doctorate. I've not seen any documentation that he's got a doctorate.
Well, again, you're gonna have to look up because I remember that was a controversy. Let's just say back in the day, you know, I'll just say last decade, because you know I didn't really start hearing about Umar Johnson probably until like what? Let's just say the late 2000s to and stuff like that, and even let's say going into the 2010s, you know that was brought up during the 2010s, and especially because his doctorate comes from Philly and stuff like that. So I mean, again, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't care. I don't care. Dr. Umar is not affecting my life. It's sad though. It's sad because people believed in what you were doing and it didn't happen.
I know. It was like
I don't know. And see, black people, we're very skeptical of a lot of people sometimes in our community. Some of these figures that come along because it's almost like they sell us a bill of goods and then it doesn't happen. And then, black people are not always so quick to say, I'm not giving to, somebody, if I came out and said I'm starting a school, people said, shit, I ain't going through that.
Okay, so it said, Dr. Umar, a Philly native and self-professed black nationalist who commands a massive following of social media, declared victory Monday after hearing in Harrisburg over his credentials as a psychologist. But he claims he has never presented himself as a psychologist.
Presented himself as what?
A psychologist.
Yeah, but he would always talk about, I think he was a psychologist in, let's say, the Philadelphia school system. Because I remember just seeing him in interviews talking about how he would give his number to to mothers, if they had questions, let's say they had like a child. I'm just saying a child with issues.
Okay,
Again.
He says the state board has specifically accused Johnson of misrepresenting himself as a psychologist who is licensed and offers counseling sessions. That was the accusation.
Okay.
They threatened him with a $10,000 fine per infraction. But he claims he had never presented himself as a psychologist.
So what you're saying is he doesn't have a license to practice.
He doesn't have a license.
It's like, I hate to say it, like, when I say I don't care, it's not that I don't care. It's just like, yeah, well, again, he we have these, I guess if you want to call him a charlatan, but we have these charlatans in our communities.
Yes.
That, talk that talk, and, we buy it, and
most of them have a legitimate result.
Huh?
I said most of them have a legitimate result.
What do you mean?
I'm saying if people are going to say, I'm going to do a school, they do a school.
Mm-hmm.
And that it will actually be open now. Not in 12 years from now.
Yeah. Well, again, like I said, I would have gave him a 2 to 3, goal. Because again, I don't know how long it takes to get a school open.
I would say if he came out with that when he is first donation, where he asked for his first donation in 2011, I would expect no more than 3 years from that.
That's what, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not saying that.
So it should have been 2014.
Yeah.
And now it's 2025.
Yeah.
It's like 11 years.
Yeah.
But
yeah, but well, evidently he's purchased the property. So if he owes $72,000, I don't know what fees these are, but whatever. I guess
registration fees.
Yeah. So to me, I'm like, Dr. Umar, evidently you purchased the school for $400,000.
Yeah,
in Delaware.
For a horrible looking school.
Well, yeah, I'm not even criticizing that. I'm just, okay, you purchased.
He's got to bring him up to code, and if
no, and I know I agree with you there. I'm not talking about. I get, how it may look presently. Again, I haven't seen any new videos, or again, I was never interested. Just like, did he do a walkthrough of the school? I'm just saying. Yeah, because I remember the whole situation with the whole HVAC system where he was trying to deal with some black people, and according to him, they fucked it up. So then he went to the white man to get it done and stuff like that. So again, it's like, I don't know. I'm like Dr. Umar.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be shocked. Let's say in 2030 it finally opens.
I don't think the school is ever gonna open.
I hear you on that, but let's just say it opens in 2030.
Well, first of all, it would need to meet. It would need to meet. The regulations of the state.
No, I know, but let's just say in 2030.
Open.
Let's say in 2030 it opens. What are we gonna say then? We still gonna be talking shit?
I would say he developed it, but I don't know if anyone would want to.
But let's say, okay, people enroll their kids. Let's say even say a small number, because when he talked about starting with the school, he wasn't talking about having like thousands of kids. Let's say he enrolled, let's say 200 students. That was the cap.
He would never get 200.
No, but let's just say he did. No, I'm just saying, come on. We're doing hypothetical because everybody don't believe the school's going to happen. But I'm just saying, let's say it happens in 2030. What are we going to say? Because, see, I feel like, okay, let's say it does happen in 2030. This is my story.
Okay.
It happens in 2030. And yeah, well, of course we gonna talk shit. Well, finally it happened and stuff like that. Finally after damn almost 15, 20 years, it finally happened. Because to me, because if it does happen, I guarantee you, everybody wants to see the downfall now. And to me, that's the bad part. No, but to me, you shouldn't want to see the downfall. You should still want to see it succeed. I get it. You may feel a certain type of way because he took freaking forever to get it, but if he did get it, you can't want it to fail now.
Why shouldn't you want it to fail? If it's not...
No, I'm saying if the school opened in 2030 after let's just call it 20 years of, oh God, finally he's opened the school.
Okay.
You're gonna have people who are gonna want to see it fail. And to me, to those people,
I would want to see it fail.
You would want to see it fail?
I would not want to see it fail.
Okay. Well, see again, and that's what I would hope everybody wouldn't want. Regardless that you may feel like, oh, well, damn, finally you got the damn school open, but you shouldn't want it to fail now. Yeah, you shouldn't want it to fail.
I mean, if he's still collecting all these donations, I would be. I still would think he's a scammer, regardless.
Yeah. But see, to me, then that says something about our community. Why are y'all continuously giving him money?
I don't know.
Yeah, why are we continuously giving him money? Because I guarantee you, all of us who are calling him scammers, none of us are giving him money. Well, I don't want to say not all of us, because there's some people who've given him money and they believe it's a scam.
Yeah.
But I've never given him money, and again, I'm not saying it isn't a scam because I see how it looks. It's almost like that school ain't never happened.
Yeah.
But if it did happen, yeah, Dr. Umar, I would hope it's successful.
Okay. We'll leave it right there for the Dr. Umar part.
You are invested in that story.
No.
Hold on, I'm just going to mute my mic real quick to blow my nose.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Who's the wolf guy?
You gotta see.
She thought she struck gold going out with a high-value man until she tried to test his wallet. When she brought her friends along and expected him to cover everyone's drinks, his shocking response left her speechless.
Yes, I asked for separate bills.
Why?
Because I didn't invite your friend.
So what was that friend from, though?
You, not your friend. Friend ate all the chicken, all the drinks.
Why
No.
would you have my friend pay for her own shit?
Pay for her own. I invite her.
No,
Exactly.
Pay for that. I'm no bum. No, you can't invite me out. You can invite my own.
No, it don't work like that. It's not funny.
Imagine a girl asking a guy out, and then he brings his homie and expects her to pay for his friend too. I wonder how people would react by then. The dinner date was for you and him, not you and your friends, miss.
What's your age? I am 27. Are you single?
Okay. What did you think of that? I mean...
Well, I agree 100%. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. I mean, I think back in the day when you were moving to Florida, we went out to that dinner and we were having that conversation. Again, now this was just amongst us, like the people there. But again, I don't think that, you should invite your friend and now I got to pay the bill. It's like, come on. I just wish people would stop thinking.
And this is on a date.
Yeah, this is a date. It's like, come on. If your friend came, she should have automatically made sure she had money set aside for her, to pay her own way. She shouldn't be looking for, or her girlfriend, but, I'm just going to make that guy pay for it. No, you don't do that. No, you don't do that. Because again, if like the Wolfman said in the video, if that was a dude and he bought his homie, you would be looking at like, what? So it's but see again.
Yeah, imagine you're on a date with a guy and then he brings another guy.
Yeah, so it's like, don't do that. For one, it's probably awkward having your friend there and y'all are trying to talk and he feels maybe I'm not going to answer that because her girlfriend's there, and then her girlfriend may try to chime in on certain things. So, yeah, to me, if that's a date, if I'm going on a date with a person, it should just be me and you. Unless it was like, we're double dating with my friend and their significant other. Then, okay, I get that part. But even still, at the end of the day, you know, it shouldn't just be me paying the bill because I'm double dating with you and your friend and their significant other. Yeah, no, I believe everybody should pay.
I think she was totally wrong by bringing her friends on the date.
Yeah, but see, some people have that thing that the man's supposed to pay and all that. And again, I'm not even saying that I wouldn't, I wouldn't pay for the date, and stuff like that.
I mean, men generally are supposed to pay on the date, but I mean, if you don't discuss that with him up front, then I don't think
Yeah, but even that, I mean, it could get crazy. Again, well, I've told you, when I've gone on dates, I'm sorry, and again, I don't even want to just call it a cheap date or whatever. I go where my money, if where I can, let's just say, afford and stuff like that. Because I told you, I'll go on a date to Applebee's, and I'll tell them, I don't know why you look through the menu, turn the menu back to the 2 for $20, and that's what we're getting.
No, say you go on a date with someone,
Yeah,
and he brings his friend with him.
I'm gonna. Knowing me, I'm gonna say, I hope your friend has money.
And it's like, no, you're supposed to pay for both of us.
We'll say again. I mean, I know we've cussed on this podcast, but no, your friend, no. You don't want me starting quoting R. Kelly songs and stuff like that. If I'm taking both you and your friend out, something's happening after this.
But what happened if the friend wasn't the most attractive?
The most attractive?
Yeah, he wasn't that attractive.
That attractive? Well, see, again, all jokes aside, I'm just saying, no, it's not even saying to expect anything. It's just the fact that I would really say something. If I'm going on a date with you, I'm gonna be like, no, well, I guess we're gonna have to do this at another time. Yeah.
And they'd be like, "Oh, you cheap."
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm again, and it's even that statement that calling somebody cheap and stuff like that. See, I wish people would get that out of their heads. You got to go to places where you can afford. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you got to go to places you afford. I get it. Like again, when I have this argument, the whole steak argument, the Ruth Chris versus the Fridays, what do you call the Friday steak? Hey, I'm fine with the Friday steak. Because I know by going to Fridays, I'm not paying basically almost $150 going to Ruth Chris. Yeah, I'm just being honest. Yeah, I get it. Steaks, you have your prime steaks. I get all that. But at the end of the day, it's a freaking steak.
So say you ran into money, you
mean like, okay, like I'm a millionaire?
Like, say you ran into some money and you had the money.
You know what? And I know people always say that because they always want to say, well, you're saying that now. What if you had a lot? I'll be honest, just knowing myself, and I can say I've dealt with struggle, never saying, like I've been down and out, but just struggle. I just know I'd probably still be frugal in some regards. Because see, again, because I'm that type of, let's say, shopper. I hate knowing that, even if it's a pack of gum, if I know the gum is cheaper somewhere else, the same gum, I'm gonna get the one that's the cheapest one.
Oh, okay.
That's just the way I am. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say like, okay, if I'm there and it's like, okay, that's the only, I'll spend, but I believe in being like a bargain shop, or even stuff like that.
Okay.
Again, and it comes down to what you value. Again, it's not saying, yes, I know we need to eat to survive, but I guess I don't value eating like that.
Okay, let's continue on with the video.
Yeah.
I'm single. Why is that the case? Honestly, I run into a bunch of women. They see that I have some type of money. I'm not the richest guy, but they like to spend all my money, and then they leave.
Oh, hell no. So they're not being an asset in your life.
More of a liability.
How do you feel like they're doing that? And give me the timeline. Break it down.
Honestly, I think it's like a Western civilization thing, because there's been many times where I go out of the country, I spend money on women, they treat me like a king. I could spend $4,000 at Club Space right now. A bunch of girls will come to the club, they'll drink all my liquor, they'll take pictures, and then say peace.
Do you really think that you're going to find the woman that you're looking for in those environments?
I know when you're going to a third world country, the Visa card is always up in the air, but I'll tell you right now, I'd rather go and find my wife from Cartagena.
At least he realizes his mistake and chose to get his passport and find someone better out there.
Then go to Miami and find her. 100%.
What's the difference over there?
You spend any type of money on a girl from Cartagena, she's gonna come back and make a 9-course meal for you and your homies.
Yes! Hell yeah! Yes! Yes!
If you do that in Miami, she's gonna take your Social Security and run it up. There's a difference, boys. I'm telling you, this is free game. I am 100% indoctrined as a Passport Pro since March 1st.
Why do you think Western women tend to lack that attribute?
Social media is 100% killed romance, right? And every time I have troubles with women, my dad comes up to me and he says, "You're working twice as hard as I did for a woman that's 4 times worse than your mother."
The issue isn't spending money on someone. It's giving it to the person who wouldn't appreciate it. So make sure she deserves your time and money.
A long time.
Yeah, full disclosure, if you haven't known, this is an LGBT podcast. So they're talking about heteros, but yes, it can go both ways. But again, yeah,
both ways.
Yeah, no, it can. No, I do feel for, because again, okay, I was just joking, saying that really. But you even see that in let's just say the gay community. You got guys who will, want to try to use you for, if you are a man of I don't even want to say a man of means, but if they know you got money and they know they don't, where they'll want to spend all your money,
I know a friend of mine who moved to the Dominican Republic, and he's living out there like a king, And,
well, of course, the American money goes far there, but
yeah,
but again, I don't like to be one of those, all American women or all American people are this way. Not all. I get it, where these people who are in these videos,
majority of them are, and social media has.
Well, social media is that, but see, again, even that statement, I get what you're even saying majority, because we don't know what the real percentage is. But again, maybe I have too much grace for people where I shouldn't, because I really don't like people sometimes.
Okay,
let's. Yeah, I don't know. Just
let's
go on, play the video.
Next topic.
Relationship with a man, would you want him to take full control over the health and wellness in that relationship?
No.
No?
Why is he telling me what to do?
What if he knows a lot more about fitness and health?
He doesn't.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
No.
I'm not listening to a man. I'm so sorry.
Why not?
Because why is he not listening to me?
Let's just say if you was in a relationship with me and I wanted to get you in better fitness, would you listen to me?
How much money does your company make a year? I think that's the question.
Many ladies decide whether to give the guy respect based on his income and whether he proposed to them or not. If this is your partner, you need to leave.
Type 2 diabetes, and I wanted to help you reverse that. Would you listen to me then?
Well, you can't reverse type 2 diabetes, unfortunately.
Why do you say that?
Well, you can ease the symptoms with lifestyle changes, but you can't really get rid of it.
Actually, even if you can't cure it, you can choose to live a healthier life. Dropping weight, and lowering sugar intake.
100%. We don't even really know what causes diabetes, medically speaking.
Most of type 2 diabetes come from being overweight to obese and having access
Right, like,
of
if you're
visceral
trying,
fat.
okay, yes, you're trying to get your woman in shape, but like, where are those standards coming from?
Those standards are coming from the man having higher standards in health and wellness than you do. So if he's
wouldn't be
able,
with that man, I'm so sorry.
if he's able to communicate that to you, he can improve your health and wellness, and for you to live a longer, healthier lifestyle.
It's not even a standard at this point. It's looking out for her, but she clearly sees it as controlling when the only thing he wanted was to give her a healthier life.
Or a 2000.
I mean, I I think that video was really good, and it shows how women sometimes don't like to take in man's control.
Well, because times have changed. I mean, women have agency. Women, it's no more, leave it to the beaver, mother at, in the house, a stay-at-home mom. Women have had to go out to work. And women feel like if I gotta work, and you got a lot of women who are single mothers, so that they do feel some type of resistance to a man telling them what to do.
I mean,
and then again, I guess it's this whole thing. I get it, playing the role again, even saying playing roles, but playing roles. The man is supposed to be the head of the household, the woman's supposed to be the nurturer and all that other stuff. I mean, I don't want to say. I think people always want to look at it like you're trying to tell them what to do. I mean, I don't think what he was saying was a bad thing. But that other woman, she just clearly feels like, oh, if he's telling her to do something, it's because she feels like he's like making her subservient to him.
I mean, I don't think it's like that. And even in trans relationships, I mean, well, in trans relationships, it could be kind of sort of like that. But I mean, most girls are not gonna take the man's lead. They're not. Unless he's an
well, let's say today's women.
Yeah.
Yeah, today's women, again, like, talk about percentages. I would say the percentage of women that take the man's lead is probably much lower than it was, let's say, in the let's say 50s and behind, 50s and before that.
Because now we have feminism.
Yeah. And, you got a lot of men who can't stand feminism and all. I mean, but then you got some women who still subscribe to those traditional patriarchy ideals. So, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm more of I'm more submissive and subservient because I grew up like that. But
yeah, but see again, and some guys like that. They like a submissive person. Or just like, or they want their women to like, and again, I'm not saying submissive in just in a sexual nature, but, submissive or, take care of the home, cooking clean. Oh, babe, what do you want me to make for dinner? That goes on in gay relationships. You got one, who's, I just don't want to even just say femme or whatever, because they could be two, masculine guys. And, hey, babe, I'm cooking for you, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. People, it just feels like people don't want to submit because they feel like if I submit, then, he thinks he has control over me.
Okay, let's move on.
Mm-hmm. To Honda Civic.
I need a car. I need that 2000 Honda Civic. You know what I'm saying? Me and my girlfriend, we finna take trips around the globe. Yeah.
That's why you'd want a Honda Civic?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I don't know how she expected him to answer, but I would choose the car with zero hesitation.
What the f*** does that mean? I don't get why I'm still single. I'm a catch. What is going on in my life where I don't have a man? Or are my standards too high? Like nowadays, men today want to be chased. What happened to masculinity? What happened to men courting women? Back in the day, dating was so much easier. Today's dating is hell. You give a guy your number, and all of a sudden, you don't hear from them until 3 to 4 days later. What was the point of me giving you my number? The talking doesn't go as far as the actual act. There are no, let me take you out to dinner. Let's go catch a movie. Let's get to know each other. What happened to men actually planning dates?
I don't think so.
What happened to it? I do not chase men. I did it once, will never do it again. My biggest ache is a guy that can't hold the conversation. Now, I gotta talk the whole goddamn date. I hate it. To be dating no guy that don't have no money. I don't want some shallow, but I've dated broke men my whole life. Now I'm in a place where I have money and I want to travel and I want to see the world. I want you to have the financial stability to pick up and on a trip. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for no Louis. I'm not asking for no goddamn bust down Chanel.
If masculinity to them is for us to be used for dates and to do all the work while they sit back, then we don't want it.
Ask a man what he...
I mean, she was very masculine.
I won't say she was masculine.
She was masculine.
No, I don't believe that. No, I feel she's very. I just feel like
she's not very feminine.
Yeah, she very much is. I don't want to say no. That's a girl right there to me. I mean, I just feel like, Alicia. Well,
she's the modern day girl.
Yeah, she's the modern day girl. But see, again, a lot of women. See, again, I don't even want to say that a lot. But a percentage of women today are modern women. And they want things. I mean. See, to me, like I said, if I was in a relationship, regardless if it was a straight or gay relationship, it has to be 50-50. If we're going on a trip...
I think so.
Yes, if we're going on a trip, we are both paying for that trip. It is not just me paying for the whole trip.
Yeah.
Because let's just say we both make, you know what, I'm just going to use like $50,000. Okay, 50, whatever. I know you got bills, and I got bills, and I'm not saying I expect you to take care of my personal bills, just like I don't think you would expect me to, but you got people who will do things together as well. I'm just saying it has to be 50-50. And even if you're...
I agree on that.
Yeah, and even if you're... Let's just say you're dating someone, and you only make 50, but they make $100,000. I don't feel you should still be expecting them to... Just because they got it like that they should, pay for the trips either. It should always... I feel like we're relation...
If I were to go on a trip, I would say I have it or I don't have it.
Well, that too.
Well,
but to me,
let the other person know.
Yeah, but to me, you should both contribute to it.
Yeah, I would contribute my part, but I would be like, I've got it or I don't have it.
Yeah, and exactly. Now again, even if that person makes more than you, and they go, you know what? Well, I know the flights cost. I'll pay for the. But it's almost like I said. I just feel like it has to be a togetherness in it. It has to be because to a lot of men today, and I guess this is I'll just turn it into a straight thing. A lot of men are feeling used. They are feeling used. Like, damn, I got to pay for everything.
Yeah,
and because society, and again, that's how society's always made it. Well, the man is supposed to be the provider, and I get it, but salaries. Salaries are not what they used to be, and people think people make all this money. They don't. You got some women you are dating a basic man who may make just $40,000 a year.
You're right.
And to me, it has to be she wants to take trips until they travel around the world. Well, I hope you don't expect him to pay for it all. Y'all are doing it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would hope that's what it is. Because to me, you're going to continue to be single.
Yeah.
Especially if guys feel salaries are not going that far where people feel like they can even do a whole bunch.
Yeah. I mean, if she's expecting a black man to do it, I wouldn't expect it. But if
you got black men who make money.
I know that there are a few, but they got options.
Yeah, they got options, but I don't know. I don't know. It is this war between the battle of the sexes today is so crazy. And to what you said earlier, when it comes to the apps and all that other stuff, it is. Dating has become hard. It really has.
Yeah, let's move on to the video.
Okay, go on.
A good woman is, and watch him describe a maid. Go ahead, try it.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Can we normalize flirting with guys at the bars to get free drinks even if you're in a relationship?
Ever wonder how cheating starts? Well, that's how cheating starts.
Like, I don't want to date you. I don't want to hook up. I just want a free little drink.
So many strong and independent women out there, but yet can't seem to support themselves or buy their own drinks. So they have to pretend to like a guy in order to get him to spend money on her so that she can feel better about herself and say that she's saving money, when in reality, just acting a bit like a leech.
Like, why do I have to be excluded from this luxury just because I'm in a relationship?
Luxury. Okay. It's almost like that being in a relationship would mean that a person is committed to the other one and isn't going to be flirting or engaging in any kind of activities with another person. But that might be one of those words that have changed definitions of late, but honestly, I can't keep track of them all. But it's no small wonder why there are a lot of men these days that, one, won't buy women drinks simply because of this type of behavior, but that a lot of guys are actually choosing to remain single and, more importantly, just not approach women at all.
Yes, 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 yes.
No matter how the people that take advantage of others might frame it, in the end of the day, it's just using someone and should be unforgivable.
I want to know why guys are opting out of society. Why are guys leaving? Why are guys lonely? Why is 63% of guys single and 34% of women are not attached? Let's just say. Well, clearly it's because those women are going for older guys, but why are those guys single? Why are they dropping out?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't.
It doesn't matter if I pay. Yeah, I don't mind paying. If she's a good company, I don't mind paying. Money is not important, I guess.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
It's up to fathers to teach their kids how important money is and how hard it is to obtain it. Because him saying money isn't important and spending it on a lady all the time while she doesn't do the same is just disappointing.
Different.
Well, I can't stand that guy who's on the screen right there. Yeah, but yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that people, yeah, that's why a lot of people are single.
Their dinner and all that, other expenses, and nowadays people don't even want to date.
Well, yeah, because they know it's gonna cost them. I've always said when I'm single, I have more money. When I'm dating, and I haven't dated in a long time, yeah, I'm broke.
I think even if a guy wants to take me out, they usually say, "Let's meet your place first, and then I can get you wherever you need." And I'm like, I'm looking.
Say it again.
No, they usually say, "Oh, let's do a date at your place, and then I can order food and stuff like that." I'm like,
"Oh, you mean like come to your place?" Well, see again, yeah. You even telling the story. I know where it's going with them.
I know. I'm like,
yeah, no. I mean, well, to me, no.
I want you to take me out.
Yeah, no, and I feel like you should. I'm never against going on a date with somebody. I'm not against that. But again, you have to go where your money spends. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna
I
say
find black guys really don't wanna, regardless of the girl, they don't want to take them out.
Say again, I don't want to say all. I mean, no, I don't want to.
I just say most of the black guys who I know are really cheap.
Okay, but okay, do they? Well, see again, we don't know their financial situation. I get calling somebody cheap, but it's like okay, it's like if a guy says to you, Porsha, let's go on a date. Let's go to Applebee's.
I'd be okay. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, but you got some girls who are not fine with Applebee's.
I know, because
they want you to take them to the expensive restaurant.
I know,
you know, and stuff like that.
And
you know,
they want you to take him to like a Ruth Chris or some other place.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, and then for you to not you, but then for you to want to call me cheap or talk to your girlfriend, this motherfucker took me to Applebee's on a date. I mean,
I wouldn't think.
No, I'm not saying you, but you got people who will think like that. To me, I don't want to just say, "Oh, you should just be happy where somebody takes you."
No, it's the thought that he did it.
Even by you even saying that statement, I agree with you 100%. But you got people who don't. When you watching a lot of videos like this, oh my God, I'm not gonna say I'm rooting for the men and not understanding where the women are coming from, because I get it. I get where they're both coming from, but let's just say, okay, as a male, I mean, I'm regardless of my sexual orientation, I still have in this society, as some people would say, male privilege.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, if I'm taking you out on a date and I'm taking you where I can afford, I just don't want to make it like, well, you better be happy because I'm taking you here. I mean, yeah, it is. Like I said, I know how far my money goes. So I'm just like, look, this is what, again, it's almost like you don't want to make it, say, you don't want to be started to come, well, look, I'm poor, so that's why I'm taking you here. I don't know. It's sad. Yeah.
Sell the dream, but the reality is he already declined you from way before because you put out certain pictures or you behave a certain way, and he thinks, I think she's a whore, so I'm not going to take her seriously. But he'll still egg it on and make you not feel that way because girls are very emotional. So girls just got to be a little bit more intelligent, understand that what they put out there is definitely going to hurt them in the long run when it comes to finding a guy, because men are very big on images. No guy wants to walk in a room and have everybody laugh at him and be like, bro, I can see your girls. So it's like, that just, you know what I mean?
The Sigma men retreat as soon as they see something off, because otherwise it would be too late if he gives people the benefit of the doubt continuously.
What's your name?
Alicia.
He's a 10, but he wants to split the bill on the first date. What's his new rating?
7.
Why a 7?
Because I feel like he thinks I'm independent enough to pay the other half, but also if he asks me out on that date, I feel like he should take the bill. That's just me, I think. Yeah.
And then if you guys build a better relationship?
Then he can take the bill every time.
Wow. See, it's almost like I don't know what to say. It's almost like, okay, men, as much as men are complaining that they feel like they're being used, or to me, men, it's almost like saying, men, you are always going to have to pay the bill.
I mean, I don't think men always have to pay the bill.
No, but the way it just seems, just from that little
conversation. From social media, you get that picture.
Yeah, but that's where everybody's, well, see, again, that's where everybody's on. You'll be surprised. As much as I can say I like social media is indoctrinating us or getting us to think a certain way.
It is.
And, you see people, it's crazy. I mean, but see, again, that's always been a thing with men. The guy's got to pay the bill. And even for her to say, like, oh, because he wanted her to pay half, now he's a 7 and stuff like that.
I wouldn't think he's a 7. If he asked me to pay, if I went out on a date with a guy, he asked me to pay half, I would pay half.
Well, see, how does that, I always wonder, how does that go? Like, let's say, okay, I took you on a date and I said, we're basically finished eating and everything, and they're about to bring the bill, and I say, can we go half on the bill today? What would you say?
I'd be like, okay, let's split the check.
And again, I'm not saying you're lying by saying that, but see, again, it's just like,
I mean,
and I don't think.
Well, let me preface this by saying, if this was with a guy who was not that attractive, I'd be like, okay, I see where this goes.
But is it based on that? Just because, let's just say y'all went on a date and he just said, let's even say if he was very attractive and he still said that, I mean, to me, it shouldn't matter if he's
I'd be
ugly.
like, okay.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter if he's ugly or whatever. Because to me, I mean, I don't want to say you don't have standards, but I mean, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So to me, if he asks you to, regardless if he's a 10 or he's a 5, and you went on the date with either one of them, and they ask you, can we go half on the bill?
I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, but see, you gotta, again, even me saying you got a lot of women, I don't know the percentage, but you got women based on a lot of these videos you see online, yeah, they'll get mad at you. He asked me to pay half the bill.
Let's continue.
We will. That's out of the question.
If I continue living my life the way I live my life right now, there is no way I'm ever going to be able to get married or have kids. Because first of all, I don't leave the damn house unless I'm going to Harris Teeter or Target or Pilates. You know who's not at those places at the same time that I'm at those places? Men that are providers, men that are literally eligible suitors. With the variables in the equation right now, none of that is adding up to possible husband. What do I do, you guys? Like, I refuse to go on dating apps. I'm way too paranoid for that. I think it's unsafe. I think if you're a man on a dating app, you're already a cheater. I hate you.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way.
Not only isn't she putting the effort, but being judgmental of men who use dating apps.
I can't meet someone through mutual friends. I have like my 2 close friends. They're international. At this point, do I just need to ask my parents to start matchmaking? Like, I want to get married in the next 5 to 10 years. With that being said, like, how are we going to make it happen, babe? How are we going to make it happen? Even if I were to be engaged or have a man, like, you need to go to work every single day. Like, I don't want you in my space all the time. You also need to have your own bathroom. I just have a lot of requirements, and I just don't know if the requirements add up to a real person. What do? Do I have to find a man through social media? Do I need to shoot my shot? I feel like that's going to make the entire relationship start out on the wrong foot.
There is no hope in this situation.
So boom, don't be a simp. First off, good men, kind men, and respectful men are not simps. A simp is someone who changes who he is for women's approval. He does this so women can like him. These men are agreeable, allow disrespect, be nice to only her, hide his intentions, and act fake for an outcome. Women who love simps are the ones who can take advantage of them and use them. Women who want real love don't like simps. It is why they lose interest in these types of men. To not be a simp, you must be yourself. Be how you are with everyone, have your own opinions, and stand up for yourself. You must be your authentic you. Some men will only hold doors for the women that they like. I will hold doors for everyone. I like to be polite to people in general. That is just me. When you are yourself, you will attract a woman who likes you for you. This is the type of relationship that you want. You do not want a woman who will use you. She will leave you in the long run, feeling miserable.
You're goddamn right. What we can learn here is to never be too nice or desperate to please someone, especially if it drains and lowers your value.
I mean...
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you can.
I mean... I think it's not good to be a simp. For those men who are simps and who have tried to get with me, I'm like, hell, because I work all over them, and I'm not that type of person.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, but people. I mean, if you are a simp, I mean, then you're a simp. I don't know what. I mean, but I get the whole thing. I mean, you're always going to have simps out there. You're gonna always have those that be themselves and stuff like that. I mean, like when they say there's somebody for everybody, yes, the simps get people too, and
yeah, they can get people, but
but they see the outcome of how their relationships are. They're being used and all that other stuff.
I mean, yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It is so. So maybe social media has really messed up dating. I mean, it really has.
It has.
It really has, because it's just like, I mean, now that girl who they showed, she's out to say she's very attractive.
Yeah, she was very attractive.
Very attractive.
Her attitude brought it down like 3 points.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah, when she was the 8, she turned into a 5.
Yeah, but it's, hey, if you got to have a job and you got to work every day. I don't want you in my space. Well, damn. It's like, I'm like, what the hell? I mean, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. It is.
Let's continue on.
Yeah.
Truth be told, though, like, if you treat your girl like a queen, she's going to treat you like a king. No, I would actually argue, like most dudes who are like tricking and simping on chicks, a lot of women actually have contempt for the dudes that are simping and tricking and doing all that and all this extra. Let me get you flowers on the first date. Nah, you don't really respect that dude. You actually kind of like the guy who's kind of the bad boy. A lot of women, I'm not saying all women, but I look at what's going on, especially among like younger women, for example, in college. Women literally say this. They like bad boys.
Mature women, probably the 18
Right.
that were
You give your best years to arguably the worst men, and then by the time you're 30, you're all jaded and you've been through a bunch of toxic, trashy men, which excite you to some degree, and you're not satisfied with the otherwise good or nice guys. You curve the like guys who would actually give you commitment, who would treat you well. They don't excite you. They're boring. You much rather chase after the divided attention of some boy or playboy type of dude.
Gotcha.
If a man is desperate for love, even if he provides all his assets, he can still end up betrayed.
I mean, I would say that I enjoy bad boys. I mean, this guy, the guy on the screen, I would not be interested.
Yeah, no, well, again, I don't think
he was interested in me. I would not be interested.
Yeah, talking about himself, but he just, he's just putting it out there, the way. Yeah, but you got people who like that, and you date these bad boys, and then, like he said, by the time you get 30, you're jaded and upset because you think men are like that. It's almost like when they say opposites attract. It's almost like we will never date who's actually good for us, or and we know it a lot of times. We'll say, I just need to date a nice guy, but then when you won't
I always say that.
Yeah, but you won't find him, but you'll just find him boring and all that other stuff. Yeah, people want the guy that, and when I say choke, I'm using it more sexually, but they want that, they want that. They want the bad guy, the bad boy, and stuff like that. Or or just even taking that out, the exciting person. They don't want the the quote unquote, oh, he goes to work every day, he comes home, and that's it. Yeah, they don't want that. And
yeah, because that's kind of boring,
I get it, but at the end of the day, then I'm like, well then you can't complain with the type of guy that you got, who's the bad boy, who doesn't give you flowers,
who's not calling
doesn't
me
take you out.
Who's not calling me every day, and who says he wants to be in a relationship with me, but doesn't show it.
You can't get mad at that. See, again, I always keep on saying, sometimes I feel like we need to do an experiment, is date, outside of what we, normally go for.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, because again, but see, again, at the end of the day too, we won't. It's almost like sometimes we like, we like the type of people we like, but then we get disappointed.
Okay, let's continue.
So please respect yourself and don't chase blindly.
Question for the men that say, I totally get your reasoning. You don't want to get divorced and give up half your worked your whole life for. Check. Got it. So my question is, for those men, do you live in a state that after 7 years of being in a relationship with someone, you are married by law anyways? And then a two-part to that is, what about when you don't want to move into your girl's place? You're like, hey, move into my place, right? So maybe she's renting her house out now and she has to move all of her stuff out, but you don't need it at your house because your house is already fully furnished. What is she supposed to do with her stuff?
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Because in your mind, if you get divorced, or I guess if you never get married, you guys break up, she would then have to then go rebuild, go rebuy all of the furniture. And as you know, it's always going to be more expensive to go rebuy the furniture you already had, that you had to go sell for pennies to the dollar. So what is your thought there? Do you get like hey, a backup plan is if we break up, then you have to help fund my furniture purchases because I had to get rid of everything when I moved into your place. Like, what is your guys' thought on this? I'm curious.
But that's simply not possible. That's the least of our problems, because if the roles were reversed, no one would help us after that point.
What's going on, guys? We're here with Bodog. What's your name?
Carmela.
Carmela?
Josie.
Okay, the question of the day is, if you're on a date with a man, should it be 50-50 or should he pay for the whole bill?
Is it a first date?
Yes.
Full bill. Full bill, 100%.
But, okay, let me switch it up. What if you asked him on a date? Who's paying?
He should pay.
You asked him on a date.
Taking away from his manhood if I don't pay.
So that's Italian. You're Italian, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, in my eyes, though, whoever asks to go on the date, you're asking for their time, so you gotta pay. So if you ask me on a date, which you would be the type to ask me on a date, right?
Yeah.
You're paying then.
So I don't think you'd want me to pay, though.
If you ask me on a date, I'll still pay for the bill just because you're so beautiful. But usually, whoever asks the person out gotta pay for the bill.
Avoid people like this, especially the ones that have no consideration for you when it comes to paying.
I mean,
well, so that woman right there, she's more traditional, where and I just don't want to say just because she's Italian, but yeah, she looks for the man to pay. I mean, the man's always good. I'm sorry, if you're straight, it is. They're looking for you to pay. The first date, yeah. Even if she asked you on the date.
The other day, yesterday, this guy called.
Mm-hmm.
We've had two last year. The other time was like 3 or 4 years prior to that. And one time he wanted me to. He said, "I really want to be with you," blah blah blah. But then he wanted me to go to parties and everything else, and I'm like, hell, fucking no. And then he said he didn't want to work. He said never gonna work, and I told him bye. And then he said, I got 2 jobs, but I'm gonna get a 3rd job. I really want to be with you. I'm living in a room, and I'm like, okay. But he's like, I'm in Richmond, and he wanted me to move to Richmond, and he's thinking I have like a suitcase where I can just get up and go. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I'm like, no, it's not like that. I mean, it's not like that. I can't just get up and go like that.
This is somebody you recently met?
I didn't recently met him. I met him. Last time I met him was a year ago, and the time I met him before that was 3 years ago. So 4 years ago I met him.
And he's recently reaching out to you?
Yeah, recently reaching out to me. He said, I've been thinking about you, and I really want to be with you, and how can we make it happen? I got a place. I'll take care of the food. I'll take care of anything you need. I'll give you anything you need. And I'm like,
well, you just can't expect somebody to up and move.
Yeah, I'm like,
and just all out of the blue. It's like that would be a process.
I mean, he's thinking I'm like a 20-something-year-old. I mean, where I could be like, oh yeah, I'll come down there tomorrow. But
and then there makes to be, I don't want to say just attachment, but okay, your family's here.
Yeah.
And not saying people don't live across the country and their family is far away, but yeah, that's a process, and I don't.
Yeah, that would not be an overnight process.
Yeah,
it would not. I would keep my space until I keep it. I'm not ready to move anywhere.
Yeah, well, see again. I know she's a celebrity, but like the actress Sheryl Lee Ralph, she's married to a congressman in Philadelphia, who's actually, who's a United States congressman, and they live on like separate from one another because she's a Hollywood actress. She's in, Hollywood, and he lives in Philadelphia because he's got to be there for. I'm not saying they don't make time for it, but they found what works for them.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, it's hard sometimes.
I mean,
I even think about that, like, you know what? I'm fine being in a relationship with somebody. Well, I guess I would want somebody to be in the same state, but I'm fine if you having your own place and me having my own place.
I mean, not being in the same state would bother me. I mean, it would really bother me because
living in the same state and y'all don't live together.
What?
Living in the same state and y'all don't live together?
I mean, not in the same state. I'm talking about two separate states.
So two separate states would bother you?
Yeah, it would bother me.
Well, yeah, we'll see. Again, some people can't do the long distance thing.
I can't do long distance.
Again, I know. I mean, again, I brought up, a congressperson who's making very good, and I bringing up a damn Hollywood actress who's making very good. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Their situation's different, but I'm just saying, just if you want to look at it from the standpoint of a long distance relationship, some people can do it, some people can't.
Yeah.
I mean, see, me, I know as much as I see deep down inside, I'm like, look, I don't think I could do a long distance relationship. I don't even want to say it's that I don't trust you, but it's like, come on.
I would trust the person, but I mean,
but you're being realistic too. It's like, look, I'm not there, so how am I ever gonna really know?
Well, I know him, where I could trust him. I could really trust him, but
so this guy that you're talking about, you could trust him.
Yeah, I could trust him.
Being in a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
He would not cheat on you or anything.
He would not cheat on me.
Okay, well that's good.
But reverse.
Okay, you're talking about your own self. Wow.
I'm not saying that.
You don't have to say it. You clarified it, and so yeah. But see, that's the thing, and I don't know. I think 9 times out of 10, people want to be, with somebody that you live in the same state.
Yeah, I would rather be with someone who I live in the same state with.
I'm sure
I'm not moving to Richmond, Virginia. I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, but so you're being realistic, so it's like whatever. I mean, now what if he said, "I'll move to where you are"?
I'd be like, "Come on."
Okay, well,
let's do it. But I mean, he's made a life for himself down in Richmond.
He's made a life down there. You said with him for him.
Yeah, because he said he moved down there maybe 6 months ago or 8 months ago.
Okay. And how old is he?
He's in his 30s.
I mean, I don't know. I don't. I am so far removed from a relationship. It is. I don't think I would know how to be in a relationship right now. I don't.
Okay.
I feel like I'm scared. Yeah, I don't.
Let's continue on with the mini part of the video.
Mm-hmm.
We've only got a few minutes left.
Okay.
Maybe that's a nuance, but not if you want to have the type of respect that you grew up with, you're going to pay for the bill.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I feel the same.
So the man pays whenever. So it's a woman's world.
Well, a happy woman is a happy man.
Happy wife, happy life. I'm divorced.
So start getting happy.
I'm a single father of 5.
You were happy at one point, weren't you?
What'd you say?
Happy spouse.
But I'm look, I'm just wearing this tank top everywhere I go. My wife left me. She cheated on me with my uncle.
What?
Yeah, so I don't have a happy wife. I don't have a happy wife or a happy life.
I honestly think it cannot get any better than living alone away from the stress.
If a man can't spend $75 or $100 on a first date, he just shouldn't be dating.
Oh, ladies. If you ever want to know what the soft guy era and the drizzle movement is all about, it's videos just like this. Because you see, while you may not like hearing this, we men are done with this level of narcissism that most of you have these days. This belief that we're supposed to spend tons of money on you on the first date because, well, you're worth it. Well, we don't know whether you're worth it or not. And really, you're telling us flat out by having this expectation that pretty much you aren't worth it. It's all about the money for you. When you make this the priority, when the amount of money that he chooses to spend on you on a first date, when you're contributing nothing else to it other than your presence.
Have you ever, guys, noticed that the ones who have the most standards are the least providing?
If that's what's most valuable to you, what you are telling him and every other man out there is, it's all about the money, baby. It's not about whether you want to find out if he's a good guy or you two are compatible or any of that stuff. No. Show me the cash, baby. And if that's the way you are on the very first date, if that's your expectation, it's going to be that way through any possible relationship. The relationship will never be about love. It'll never be about caring or being a partner. It'll be about nothing less than how much money you can extract out of them. And men are seeing that, and they are done with it. So you keep having that expectation, ladies. That is your right. But don't be getting upset, and don't be crying later on going, where are all the good men at? Because a valuable woman, a true woman worth having, would have no problem meeting for coffee or a walk or whatever. Because her focus then is about who he is and whether she and him are compatible.
Once you notice someone is all about the money, it's over at that point. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.
Yeah. I agree with that statement, when people, it's all about the money with them. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, when she's saying you should have to spend, like, I can't spend $75 to $100. I mean, if he may not have that. He may only, again, I know I keep on saying the 2 for $20. It's that deal is no longer now. I think it's a 2 for $25 or $30. But even still, if that's all he could spend on a date, I don't know what else to say. It's like, I mean, to me, you can't be spending people's money, regardless if you think you deserve him to take you to the restaurant where it's $100 for the meal. You should really, like he said, find somebody that's compatible, or just even something simple. A date. Hey, let's go to Starbucks. Go on a date to Starbucks. For a cup of coffee and talk. Even if the date lasted an hour. Hey, that was it. You talked, you had the coffee, blah blah blah, and that's it.
Okay.
It shouldn't
Look at
be about that.
Look at this price list here.
What is it? Why is it? Is that the N word?
Yeah.
I can't stand people. It says the minimum a guy should spend for breakfast. $50. Shit. To me, oh my God. So to me now,
What?
that now if you wouldn't see again, because I'd have to take out a calculator. But just even taking, let's just talking about your wig, your wig install in your outfit. That's $700. Now I don't know how much people make on a weekly basis, but let's just say even if you make $1,000 a week, you're already broke. And I'm sure you got, stuff as far as your own personal stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think $50 for breakfast is reasonable.
Shit, you better be happy with the damn $10 meal at breakfast meal at McDonald's.
Well, like 20 is reasonable.
Okay, 20, but even still.
Lunch reasonable. 40 would be reasonable.
Shit, again, 20.
40. Well, 30. I mean, gas, you can go with 20.
I'm giving you gas for your fucking car.
Brunch, 150. I definitely disagree with that.
But what me? I hope it's brunch with me and you. Dinner, $200. See, I would remain. See, get this right here. If I was dating a woman or even if this was another gay guy, I would remain single.
I mean, nails and makeup, $250. I mean,
I would remain single. I would remain single. I would. Nails and makeup. Shit, you better get some Lee press on nails.
I mean, these nails cost me $80.
Okay, but even see again. Like I said, this right here. If I was a guy and I had to spend this on a female, and I hope this. What is this? Okay, is that $50? Is that whole $50 like breakfast for the month?
This is a day.
See, no, it can't be. It can't be.
$40 is never acceptable in life.
Well, to me, again, like I said, I would be single. Dinner, yeah, we may be going that dinner. We eat that because that's going out to dinner. Yeah, we'll do eating out to dinner once a month.
No, well, I guess the person is saying these are the.
Yeah, because they're just saying they're not basing this on a monthly or a weekly. They're just saying that's how much it should cost.
Yeah, per.
So if you wanted an outfit, I should give you $300. See again, there's no togetherness in this. All I'm doing working is to give to you, and then what are you giving him? Don't use sex, because see again, don't ever, I don't think anybody should ever use sex as a weapon to feel like, well, I give him sex.
Cleaning,
what do you mean cooking and cleaning? I mean, to me, if we live in the same house, okay, I feel like even the cooking and the cleaning and this stuff like that, I get it. People like to think traditional. Oh, that's the woman's job and all that other stuff. But to me, you both should have hands in, cleaning.
Maybe the guy's not a good cook.
Okay, but he's not a good cook. But shit, dinner, shit. I'd be like, baby, shit.
And
the most our dinner.
And most ladies don't know how to cook.
You said don't?
Most ladies do not know how to cook.
I mean, some do. I mean, but I hear you on that. See, again, like I said, this minimum shit right here, I'd be single. I'd be single. I mean, shit, I already spend this, probably I'd spend close to this, well, see, my car, doesn't it's not a gas guzzler, but I spend I'll just say like a portion of I won't say I spend 100, but I may spend let's say I'm like 60 a week.
I mean, I could see like guys paying for a real baddie, like,
A what?
A real bad chick,
Yeah, but if he's paying for a bad chick, he's making money. He's making money.
Yeah.
You see, again, these standards that people have, and don't get me wrong. Again, I'm telling my business out there, I've never made six figures ever in my life. Ever. So again,
I made close to it.
Huh?
I made close to it.
You said you've made close to it.
Well, I made it one time.
Okay.
One time.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. But I'm just saying, the average, and the reason why I have to go with the average salary, you'd be surprised, the average salary people are making is anywhere between 40, 50?
Yeah.
40, 50. And it's like, come on. That means that the guy, he gotta own his car. He can't even be doing a car note. He gotta own his car. The insurance, he can't have full coverage. He only can have liability and stuff like that. A guy with all that requirement right there, he would have to make he could not have nothing extra on his plate to do all that.
I mean, like, you see some girls say, "Oh, cash out me some money for lunch," and they'll be like, the guy will be like, "How much you want me to cash out you?" And they say $80.
Shit. I'm not paying for you and your friend to eat.
Well, that's assuming if they go let's say they go to the Cheesecake Factory. You're gonna spend at least.
This is why I'm single. And again, yes, I'm speaking it. Again, see, the way we're talking is like we're speaking it from a hetero or a male dating a female. But even if this was a male, like I can just say, yes, I've had my, let's just call them side pieces, um, hit me up for money. And now, see again, maybe because it's a guy, maybe because it's a guy thing, or that's the way we're programmed, or guys just think cheaply. I don't know. Because again, I don't want to say that's all. I don't want to say that's all guys, but I can just say when the little guy, the guys that
they're the type of guys you're dating, but
that's what I mean. Yeah. So again, I'm taking that out of the court, but I'm just saying when they hit me up, I don't want to say they like I got have a whole bunch of people, But when a guy's ask me for money, they'll usually they want to buy lunch. They'll hit me up like, oh, do you have $10 so I could buy lunch? Okay, I'll send you $10.
$10. I'd be like, do you have 25?
Try to, and I see again. You know what? I don't want to just say. See again. I would just become. I have no problem saying no. I'm sorry. I have to be realistic because I know like. And I'll say to them, like when they be asking me, okay, even some guys who've asked me for the $10, I'm like, if I give you the $10, then I can't eat. Yeah, so I'm being real. See, don't think you could just go spend your money all frivolously and then look to me to, make up for you.
I mean,
and for one, you're not my boyfriend. Even like I had to tell him recently, I said, oh, could you send me $20? I want to buy a new vape. I said, this is the last time I'm sending you $20 for a vape because I don't support bad habits. Yeah, I'm not paying for it. Yeah, no, I'm not. I said, it's the last time. I'm supporting a habit, which is this, in my opinion, smoking is a bad habit. I don't even like kissing someone.
But you're judging the person.
Yeah, yes, I judge people. Yes.
You're judging them based off of what they do. And
yes, but see again, I hate when people act like you can't judge them. Yes, I don't like something. If you want to smoke vapes or cigarettes, you buy your own shit. It's like saying if you are an alcoholic and shit like that, buy your own liquor. I'm not buying it. I'm not supporting your bad habits. That I deem bad habits or vices. I don't have those vices. So, hey, I'm not buying it.
Okay.
Can you buy my weed? No, I don't smoke it. I don't smoke.
Well, you're lucky they're not asking you to buy them some tea.
Buy what?
Buy them some tea now.
Oh, drugs? No. No, it is no. I'm just not. It's like that's why I said that's why I'm single. Well, see again, I respect the person, especially you talk about these apps and you meet people on apps. I respect the people who say what they're looking for. I don't like people who say, "Oh, I'm looking for a relationship" and all this other stuff, and then it's not. It's got to be 50-50. I would say in today's age, it has to be 50-50. I don't care what you see on TV. See what you see on TV and all that other stuff. Yeah, that's them. $50 for breakfast. What the hell are you eating? You better get a damn $10 breakfast sandwich or an $8 breakfast sandwich and keep it moving.
Yeah.
$50?
Okay.
That's crazy. I mean, to me, that would be that person who, if that was just a week a person had to spend on a person, I hope they make good money.
No, that's per meal.
Per meal?
Yeah, per meal.
So if I had to buy breakfast and all that, again, nobody's getting a wig install and all that other stuff every day. I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying. But if I had to spend $50 on breakfast every day, I can even say, okay, even when I was working a regular 9 to 5
okay,
job.
so that'd be $350 a week.
Hell no! Even when I used to get even when I because a lot of you always hear people say it's cheaper.
Or it could be $250 a week if you're discounting weekend.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I know when I was spending money. See again, if you want to call me cheap, I'm not saying you, but if you want to call me, then I'm cheap. I'm a budget person. I'm sorry, I budget. Again, my limit a day when I was working a regular 9 to 5, because we had a full service cafeteria, it would be like, okay, for lunch, it'd be $10. Of course, there's a little spillage, even if you want to say $25. But again, if it was breakfast, the most is going to be 10, and the most it's going to be 10 for lunch. I'm not, because when you think about it, people always say it's cheaper to buy your food. It is. Eating out every day, even if you really thought about it, even if you thought about, let's just say $20 a day just for breakfast alone, for 5 days, that's $100. So it's I'm like, come on, no. Yep. They're not good. Yeah, that's why a lot of people are single and lonely, because they can't afford the relationship.
They can't afford it. But
Yeah, and then you hear about people having children. People can't even afford to have children. Yeah, you love them. They're all cute and all that other stuff, but those little rugrats are expensive.
yeah, okay. Okay, so thank you for watching Porsha and Friends. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
I'll see you later.
All right.